Yeah, I'm very passionate. I think if you do anything, you should do it with passion, you know? Because otherwise, what's the point? Yeah, I'm a super romantic guy, actually, which is, I'm engaged now. It's good to have romance. I mean, it's good for you, it's good for like your relationship. And I made a sign, her full name, Sonoya Mizuno, I love you, written. Things like this, you know, you remember. It's fun, it's good. You know, some flowers, simple stuff like in the movies, it's cool.
What's the role of Albert Hoffman in your life?
Yeah, of Albert Hoffman. Albert Hoffman has been someone who's, that's funny, whose influence through his works in science have left a deep impact on my psyche. I think hallucinogenic experiences are a way that we can kind of go back to our kind of native or ancestral selves and what kind of truly makes us, you know, and ways to tap into your subconscious, I think is something that is really profound and should be explored.
So
Acid's what's up. I think everyone should do it at some point in time, but be careful. It's a long way down the rabbit hole. But
yeah, I played in some third world countries.
I mean, it's crazy to see the economic crisis around the world. I come from one of the first broke cities, being from Detroit, which is the first place, or Michigan as a whole, one of the first places to really experience the end of industrialism and the collapse of the industrial age. I just hope truly in my own heart that that doesn't happen to Portugal and many other countries to what has happened in Detroit. Right now the times are changing. Portugal is going through an economic downturn, and it's amazing people can still come out to nights, and I'm really proud and happy to be someone that people want to spend their money to go see.
You want to be culturally remembered?
Culturally remembered, but I think having some like cultural impact. I think at the end of the day, as a human, you want to be remembered, you know? The things that I can do, for me, this is the outlet in which I could have that legacy. Like now, I've started a record label, and the music that I can promote or the projects that I take on, if it can some way change the culture that I'm in or the generation that I'm in and move them towards something that is maybe positive, more positive than what that generation was already into, then I think I can be really happy, or add in some way some sort of art. I think the record store experience I mean, it's a completely different experience. It's very fundamental in kind of the spread of music and culture. You can go and click and buy, but going to a store, looking through something, trying to find something that's tangible, something that's real, speaking to someone who works there, who knows the music, and can really turn you on to things is just so much more. I mean, I think things are actually going to go back to that.
How does your driver looks like tonight? My
driver? Like physically? Yeah, the driver tonight was pretty cool. No, that's a good one. He's from the Gare Club. We had some good conversations, talked about food a lot, and I mean, it wasn't some normal like get me out of here type of situation. Sometimes it could be really, really bad, but tonight it was with friends, so it was pretty easy.
What does he do?
Yeah, totally. You know, I've tried to cut down my craziness, but I think inherently inside I'm somewhat insane. Does veer more towards like. Well, maybe I'm crazy, you know, like when you have that conversation with yourself, if you're crazy or not, maybe you're crazy. However, I did hear people who are actually crazy never question if they're crazy or not, so maybe I'm not crazy at all. Robert Downey Jr. now is like, he's like a family man. Charlie Sheen is, I think, is the new Robert Downey Jr. In another incarnation, if God was a DJ, he could be. I think he was definitely a comedian. You know, that's for sure. I mean, God, with a really dark sense of humor. But I think maybe Jesus was a DJ, you know, rather than God. You know, he liked to mix it up a little bit. You know, water to wine. He's a party guy. You know, he's like, hey, you know, that's relax, everybody. Yeah, that's enjoy yourself. Be cool. You know, if God was a DJ, that's like there's like this old song. If God was one of us, take a step back. Yeah. What turns me on is, I think, seeing the excitement of other people and seeing people enjoy. So right now we're in Portugal, and you're saying, you know, there's an economic downturn, but if people can have an escape through what I do artistically, then that to me is like, wow, cool, you know? Like maybe the everyday is not the greatest, but they can have one point where they can go out and really enjoy and remember and create something new. That's like hot to me, that's cool. Bloop. It's a noise, but I guess in this case, it's a record label. It's cool. The guys have really taken a fondness to me and allowed me to play some great events throughout Portugal, and I'm really happy to be a part of it. Yeah, cool, easy. I'm feeling pretty good.